Welcome everyone, welcome back to another video here on Middle Earth Gaming, and today we have another hobby vlog. I think we're up to hobby vlog maybe 16, something like that. I'm actually not too sure. I forgot to check before I started recording this video, so silly me. Yeah, so we are, like I said in the last hobby vlog, I didn't think we'd be able to get one up in July, and we were true. So this should be coming up around early, maybe mid-September. So this will be covering basically everything that I did in July. Spoilers, you've already seen that in a tournament kind of review vlog thing, which I hope you guys enjoyed. So thank you guys so much for that. You know, it was a lot of good feedback on that, so awesome. Thank you guys so much for looking at that so far. And then I'm currently recording this in the second week of September. So I've just uploaded that review now. So yeah, most of what I did actually was in August. So like I said, what I did in July, you've already seen. You know, I haven't finished it, like I said in that vlog. I'll repeat it now if you guys haven't seen it. Go check it out if you haven't already. But basically, I couldn't get it all done. I got them up to a decent level, what I consider decent, and I stopped it there, and I haven't gone back to it. I came back home really buzzing, really enjoyed it after the tournament, and then I converted a troll. I converted a mortal troll. You know, I've always wanted to do it. You know, I was in that kind of mood, and then I started on a few projects, and which I'm going to show you guys in this vlog. I'm quite happy with the amount I've done. I think I've done over 50 models, which is pretty good over the course of end of July to now, essentially to the end of August. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go show you actually a little bit different in this hobby vlog. I'm going to show you what I've also done hobby-wise as well. So I've done a lot of building. We should be seeing progress of in future hobby vlogs towards the end of the year. So that's what you're going to be seeing next. And then after that, we'll show you what I painted in July, mostly August. So I hope you guys enjoy. So, you know, sit back, enjoy, do some painting. You know, I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys at the desk. Alright guys, and I'm going to show you now what I'm going to be working on next. Well, actually what I've been working on in the past 2 months during July and August. Mostly in July, actually. I got this stuff built mostly in July. And the start of August, but yeah, I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to be working on next. So as you guys know, as you can probably hint at, as I've said multiple times, we're doing a Defense in North campaign. Unfortunately, it's taking a bit longer than I thought it would be. I was trying to paint up all these armies and all these models, but we're basically done with the first part with the Battle of Dale, and now we are moving on to the second part. So here we are. This is the second part of the Defense in North campaign. So as you guys can see, it's a bunch load of orcs. It's a bunch load of mortal orcs, and so this will be part for the battle in Mirkwood, or battle for Mirkwood part of the scenarios. So we have 6 warg riders, as you guys can see. There is one. So you know, your basic warg riders, you know, can come off as well. You know, they're all like that, so, you know, nothing too special. Then we have, you know, your basic mortal orcs. These guys, really classic mortal orcs. Not as classic as the metal ones, as I would say. That's what I actually wanted to get for these scenarios, is like the classic metal orcs, but they're quite expensive at the moment without them, and they haven't come up to made order for a little bit. So we also have Golem, because we do need Golem. Golem on rock for the first scenario. Actually, we need him for, so he'll probably be painted up pretty soon. Actually, I gotta say, he'll probably be one of the first ones I do. And I want to batch paint all these orcs. I don't think I'll do all. There's 36 here. I don't think I'll do all 36 at once. I probably might do 18 and 18, but we'll see. We also have an orc shaman on foot. Also have the orc shaman on warg. Because you need an orc shaman in the scenarios. We also have Razgush, the lovely model from Forge World that came out during the Defense of the North, or just before that dropped, I believe. Pretty cool model. Very, like, compare him to, like, you know, an orc. He's definitely a lot more detailed, as you can see. But I think these orcs still stand up, I gotta say. I still do think they do stand up still. You know, to what it is. And then I've also got these guys, the Mortal Orc captains that came back in the recent made to order. So these guys I have to get built and all that ready to go as well. I also have a couple of things on the way. I'm currently recording this early September. So I'm hoping to get all these orcs done, the mortal orcs at least get the big batch out of the way this month. Is what, you know, 36 models in a month, I'd be quite happy with that. And it'll be definitely put a dent in the backlog. So I also have 2 boxes of the spiders coming in. So they come with 2 Mirkwood and 2 giant spiders each, because we need them as well. And I believe, is that it? I think. Yes, I think that's all we need left. Oh, I also got, sorry, I lied. I actually lied about that, sorry. I also have the Spider Queen and the Broodlings. I've got them here actually, they're just not built yet. So I'll be doing them up as well. I'm going to try and convert the Spider Queen, because I've seen the Spider Queen, the model itself, and I'm not a massive fan of it. It's very, like, you know, it's not very dynamic, so I'm going to try and do something with that. We'll just have to wait and see. And the Broodlings that come with that as well. So I think that's everything. So once I get the spider part as well, that should be everything we need for the evil section of this part for the next part of the campaign. And now I'm going to show you the good part, the good side, which I've almost got everything as well. Alright guys, and here we have everything for the good side. Well, not everything. I also lied, because we also have a few other things for the evil side. We also have these bat swarms. We also need these bat swarms for the evil side for the next part of the campaign. So I'm going to pick these guys up. We need 2 bat swarms. So here we have 2 bat swarms. I actually got these for the Fallen Necromancer stuff, but I never got onto that. I was busy doing other stuff, but we're going to be finally using them for the Mirkwood sections of this. So that'll be going into the be paying these guys up for the evil side as well for the campaign. But moving on to the good side, so we don't have everything here. There's a few other things that I need to grab, but let's start off with the elves. So we have the Mirkwood Ranger Captain, which is bloody beautiful sculpt. I do have the ones that came back on made to order, like the rarer ones. But you know, the pack was like these 3, the Mirkwood Ranger Captain, the Palace Guard Captain, and the Mirkwood Captain. So I just thought I'd just use that pack essentially. So we have the Mirkwood Ranger Captain. We have Mirkwood Rangers, standard Bob Mirkwood Rangers. Very nice models. You know, very dynamic, very cool. I had a few of these painted up ages ago before I sold my collection, and they're absolutely beautiful sculpts right there. So I'm excited to paint these guys up again. So I have this guy, or this one. Now this one does remind me of Tariel. I'm thinking about doing a conversion with Tariel, like, you know, with how she actually looks on the rock when when Legolas meets her. Is it gonna head into Lake Town? There's like a promotional art photo of her, something like that anyway, which I think would be pretty cool. Then we have the Palace Guard contingent. So we have the Palace Guard Captain, which is very cool. I do have his shield. I've got some plans for that shield, so I haven't put him on yet, but I will be giving him his shield. But yeah, I do have some plans for that shield, so keep an eye out probably in the next hobby vlog, where you'll probably see where those shields have gone into. And then we have some Palace Guard going on with that. again, beautiful, beautiful models. Really can't complain with these guys. They're freaking awesome. A few others. Now, I did have a box of 20, but I only ever need 10, really. And they're supposed to be, you know, like the elite of Thranduils. Like, they're to protect Thranduil, essentially, lore-wise. But they are the Palace Guard, so I only ever need 10, so I sold the other 10, actually. Then we have the Mirkwood Captain. Now, I'm going to make it... Now, there is the guy in... You see him in Desolation of Smaug and Battle of Five Armies. Like, he's always, like, with Thranduil. You know, the guy who blows the horn. And he does have a name, but I completely forgot what it was. So I've done a little bit of conversion. Going to do a bit of green stuffing here for his arm. But I'm going to make him look like that captain. Like, you know, he's got brown hair. And, like, silver armor. So I'm going to try and make it look like that. He does have a name. Completely forgot what it is now, but I'm going to try and make it look like him. I'm going to have like a bit of a weapon swap as well, but I haven't done that just yet. So yeah, still going to do a bit of green stuffing on these guys. And the Mirkwood Armored Elves, I've got 12 of them. They're not built yet, because I've got some plans for them as well. I'm going to do some conversions on them. So hopefully, yeah, you'll probably see them in the next hobby vlog as well, showing you what I've done with them. So yeah, we have the Mirkwood Captain. We also have Tariel. Gotta love some Tariel. I love her. I know she's divisive, but Evangeline Lilly, you know, Tariel. I do like Tariel as a character. Sure, she didn't have the best storyline, you know, with Keely and all that, but I just love Tariel. And I love her in the game, which I think helps. Gotta do a little bit of green stuffing for this one, but she's such an awesome model. I do have the other Tariels. I do have the one on the log, the plastic one, and I do have the Defenders of Lake Town. But I just thought I'd use this one, because why not? She doesn't have a bow. She doesn't have a bow, which is correct, you know, because Thranduil chopped it in half. I don't know if she would have got it back, you know, in the 60 years between, or was it 80 years between The Hobbit and the Attack on Mirkwood, but there you go. There you go. Such a beautiful looking model as well. Really close looking into it at this point, sorry guys. Face detail is awesome. And then we go on to some bay awnings. So I only have 3 bay awnings at the moment. I do need to get another 9 for the scenarios. You need 12 for the Attack on the Bay Awning scenario. So I do need to get another 9. But again, these guys are awesome. I actually I think I've done an unboxing for these guys on the channel, but I completely forgot to upload it. I think there's the story. Same with Grim Bayon. I think I did an unboxing for them, and like when they first came out, uploaded it but never published it. And then by the time it was like 3 months later, I was like, oh, completely forgot to do that. So yeah, and they've been in the same state since then. They have not changed, but they are awesome looking models, as you can expect from Forge World these days. Which are awesome. I also have Grim Bayon, which is very cool. Grim Bayon. I do have his rock somewhere around here, which is cool, with the great bow, which I think is awesome. And then who can forget? Rawr. We do have the bear. I had a bit of like a spillage here. It's easy to come off. It's just I think it's M30 in camo shade, honestly, but that'll be easy to come off. Sorry guys. That should be pretty easy to come off. I've got to do some green stuffing on him anyway. He's a little bit down the line. We don't need him straight away. But yeah, I'm excited to get him paid up. It'd be very, very cool. He's an awesome looking model. I do have his log as well, because I'm painting this one separately as well on his base. So very cool model nonetheless. like I said, go do some green stuffing, but that's not too bad. So there we go. That is the good side, and that is it's partially the Bayonings and Grim Bayon I did when they first came out, like I said, but the rest of these guys and the evil side I actually I built up during July and August. So that's part of my hobby as well. So I'm quite happy with that. That was quite good. I actually think I've done it. I did it in like around a week, like over the course of a week, which is pretty good for my standards. Obviously, like I said, there's a few other things that need to be added to this force. We need to add the 12 Mirkwood elves, Mirkwood armored elves, which, like I said, I'll be doing some conversions on, so they're going to take a while. I haven't even started on them yet. Hopefully we'll be starting on them either next week or the week after, maybe in the middle of September. And then I also have Thranduil on the way. I haven't got Thranduil yet, so Thranduil is on his way as well. But I bought him like literally on the 1st of September, so he was on the September side of the bought ratio, which is kind of cool. So yeah, and I believe that's everything that we need for the scenarios, for the elves. So there you go. Like I said, I did need to get some more Bayonings, but other than that, I think we're pretty sweet. So there we go. And now I'll show you guys what I have painted in July and August. So I'll get onto that now. Alright guys, now I'm going to show you what I have done in July and August. So I think I said before that I actually was as you guys know, I was getting ready for a tournament in July. And so I painted up, you guys would have seen already, some Eagles, Gwahir, and a little bit of Thorin's Company that I converted. But unfortunately I didn't get them completely finished. I got them finished for the tournament, but I didn't get them as finished as I wanted them to be, so when they're actually done. And I haven't gone back to them yet. So they're technically not completely finished, so I'm not going to count them towards the painted tally yet. I will go back to them eventually, probably sometime this year, just to finish them off, because they probably only need like just a little bit more time on each of them. But I'll definitely get the Eagles done this year. But Thorin's Company I kind of want to do all as one project, so I might go back to that at a later date. But yeah, so when I came back from the tournament, like I said, I was in a very, very good mood. So I converted a mortal troll. I did a few other things as well. I built a lot of things up before I left as well, which you guys just saw. So yeah, and now I'm going to be showing you what I've been doing in August. So first up, in no particular order, I did some of these. These are Wardrakes. Until the actual models come out, these are 3D printed. These are the only 3D printed models that I actually own. So I just did a rough and ready paint job up for them, just to get them ready for our Defense of the North campaign, which I'm quite happy with. I think they came out pretty well. Did the same armor as I do for all my Eastlings, which that video should be up already for my Eastling painting. If not, it should be up very, very soon, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I think they turned out pretty cool. Like I said, just a rough and ready paint job just until the well, hopefully when GW releases their Wardrakes, I'll definitely be getting them. But I need 4, and they only came in 3, so we're gonna have 1 Wardrake missing. But I think they came out alright, just for a very rough and ready paint job. Probably took me like 2 or 3 evenings, if that. I was gonna do a lot more with them, but I was like, they look good from a distance, I think. Next up, we've got a couple of heroes, and we've got a couple of rangers as well. So these are my Faramir's rangers. I'll get those Wardrakes out of the way for the moment. But yeah, these are my Faramir's rangers that I got in the made to order. Was it earlier this year, I believe? Because like I said, I've never been a fan of the Rangers of Middle Earth sprue, the plastic Rangers. I was always more of a fan of these metal ones. But I'm quite happy with how they turned out. Very, very cool. you know. I'll show you a few of them. But yeah, I was quite happy with how their faces turned out. Which is kind of cool. A little reflection in the light, which is a bit annoying, but there you go. But yeah, I think they turned out pretty damn cool. You know, again, I'm not the greatest painter, and I find it, I don't know what you guys think, but I find that Metal's always a bit hard to paint. I think his face came out pretty well. Like his eyes and stuff came out pretty well. But I always find that Metal's a bit tougher to paint. I don't know, sometimes like the lines don't meet up, you know, it's not as detailed as it is as, you know, the models that come out these days are. Again, I think I did a pretty decent job on those eyes there. You guys can see that. It's kind of cool. I also did Madril and Damrod from the Battle of Osgiliath, so I'll show you Madril first. It turned out pretty well in my opinion. Pretty cool. I was kind of happy with him. It's a bit dark actually. Let me hang on. Let's see if I can get something a bit. Might risk a little more light. It's a little bit better. It's still a little bit dark though. I do need to get a good painting light. And here we have Damrod. Pretty happy with how he turned out. Like it looks very like we call it shiny. It's not in real life. It's very weird what's going on right now. But I was very happy with how he turned out. His face turned out pretty well, I think. So yeah, they were very cool. So I've done them. I've also done a bunch, and I made a bunch of more Easterlings. I'll just show you a few. I'll just bring over a couple. But I've done a load more Easterlings, which I'm, you know, quite happy with. I've done another 40 Easterlings, I think. Let's bring the captain over. So these ones I didn't paint in their eyes. So I did it with the last, what, how have I done now? But at the moment, if I complete another 6, 12, 14, maybe another 20 or so models, then my Eastling force is completely done. I don't have all those models yet, but yeah, if I paint up another 20 or so models, then we'll be completed as all. I might go back and do their eyes eventually, but you know, with like 40 of them, like, you know, in a row. Well, actually, I've got more of them now. I have like 2,000 points of Eastlings at the moment, which I painted up in, like, you know, I think I started like in August last year, so in a year painting up 2,000 points of Eastlings. It's not too bad, I gotta say. For a, you know, I think they came out alright for a decent paint scheme. And you know, when they all stack up, you know, with each other, I think they turn out pretty good, pretty damn decent. But yeah, there you go. That is what I have completed in August. Well, July and August, but mostly in August. So yeah, I think that was about 57 models, I want to say, something in around those. It was the 3 Drakes, the 12 Rangers, the 2 Ranger Heroes, so that's 14, 15, 16, 17, and I want to say about 40, it was either 39 or 40 Easterlings. So yeah, it was about 56 or 57 models I completed, which is a pretty good chunk. I was pretty damn happy. So we'll go back to the couch and debrief and tell you how I've been going on my bought painted soul ratio. So there we go, guys. There we go. That is what I have completed in July/August. So like I said, I did most of that. I did all of that, if not most of that building stuff in July. Like I said, you already saw what I've done in July. Like I also think I said I'm going to come back to my tournament army, if you can call it that, at some point. Those eagles I definitely want to finish off by the end of the year. Just that'd be pretty cool, and they're very, very close to done, so that'd be like another 5 models done. But the Thorns Company stuff, I want to go back and, you know, I want to paint my entire Thorns Company at some stage. That probably won't happen until next year, I would say, because I got a few, I've got plans already for what I'm doing for the rest of the year. So yeah, and then the rest of the stuff I pretty much done. I pretty much started at the end of July after I came back from the tournament in the last week of July, and then did it all the way through August, which I was quite happy with. I think that was quite a decent, you know, dent into the backlog. I gotta say, with that many models, with how busy work is at the moment as well, I'm quite. You guys can't tell I'm quite tired at the moment. You know, work's just been, you know, I've been getting hammered at work recently, unfortunately. It's supposed to be our quiet period, and unfortunately it's just gone busier and busier, and then we're coming into a busy period, so that's going to be interesting. So that's the, I've said this on multiple videos as well, I think, but that's also the reason why I haven't done a lot of content on the channel. Just haven't had the time, you know, and when I've had the time, I've been tired. I want to, you know, catch up on, you know, sleep, you know, do some other stuff. But I've been doing some stuff behind the scenes. The arable board, I've actually done a lot of progress on recently. So I hope you guys will see the progress on that very, very soon. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about what I have done, you know, miniature-wise, I guess I would say. So let's go into my bought, painted, sold ratio. So in July, you know, I will guess these as a bought model because they were added to the backlog. I got the ring bearers set. Now this was from the tournament. Anyone who got the ticket, I think I said this in the blog as well. I honestly can't remember now. But anyone who bought a ticket to go to the tournament, got a pack of the ring bearers set from Boardwalk, which was awesome. And you know, I haven't got those guys. Would have been really handy to have that Bilbo over the weekend. But you know, everyone was cool with it. Everyone didn't matter, which was, you know, really what you want in a game. You know, everyone chilled out, really good games. But they 5, you know, added models. I haven't based them up yet, but you know, I'll get to it eventually at some point. But I don't need them just yet, so I haven't done them just yet. But they are waiting. I can see them right there, on the table over there. But yeah, so so they were added to the backlog, as well as I bought the 4 eagles for that army in July as well. So that's what I have done in July, and I've realized I forgot to bring over what I bought in August. Give me a second, and I'm back. Look at that magic. So yeah, that's so I basically added 9 models to the backlog in July. Now, like I said, I didn't paint anything. I obviously paint the army, but I'm not considering that to be painted yet. So I'm not considering that to be on the painted ratio yet. But you know, there's a few models there that, like I said, will be ready to go with a little bit more work. So that's good. And then in August, I'll go through the painted models first. So we painted up 39 Eastlings. One of them was a captain. The rest were warriors with pikes and sword and shield, sword and board, sword and shield. Couple of the, you know, banners, like, you know, like these guys. You know, can you really count them as banners? I'm gonna count them as pikes. You know, with a bit of decorative element. You know, you don't need that many banners in an army. Or maybe you do. But I've got like 6 or 8 of them now, to be honest, all those metal guys. So yeah, 39 of them. I also painted Madril. I was going to say Madrod and Damril. Madril and Damrod. I painted those guys up, along with the 12 Faramir's Rangers, the metal Faramir's Rangers. I painted those guys up as well. As well as that, I also painted up the 3 War Drakes. But like I said, they're just a substitute until we actually get the models out at you know, from the Middle Earth team. Hope, fingers crossed, you know, soon. You know, they've been quite quiet recently, but you know, who knows what could come in the future. So yeah, so all up in August, I painted 57 models. I believe it's 57. So 39 plus 14. Quick maths here. 39 plus 14 is 53. Yes, that is true. And then no, 50. I painted 56 because and then the war drakes. I'm pretty sure that's it. 39 plus 14. So that's 17. Yeah, so 56 models. So I was one off. So 56 models I have painted in August. So that brings me up to, I think it's 130 models painted this year, which is pretty damn good. And like I said, I'm already into another big batch of models for September. I'm hoping to actually have a hobby vlog out at the end of September. I'm doing pretty good. I think I'll have quite a bit to show you, which is interesting. I'm also starting, you guys will see this in September, but I'm also repainting some models as well. So quite a lot of models actually. So I'm also rebasing my entire Easterling, Dale and Erebor army, which you guys would have seen recently in hobby vlogs. Like I think I said before, my Easterling army is now up to over 2,000 points. I think it's got like 130 models and 140 models in it. So I've already based 40 of them, so probably around 100 to go. But I'll do that over the next few weeks and months. So it's not gonna be too bad. But yeah, like I said, more of that in the next hobby vlog. But what I have bought in August, what we're up to this will make it up to 214 models bought this year. I think we're up to 55 sold and 130 painted, so we're very, very close if you count the sold and painted ratios together. We're only about 30 behind, and I'm currently painting this month. If you don't count the repaints, I'm currently painting up at the moment about 45, 50 models, and I'm not planning on buying that many models in the too distant future. Like you've seen, I bought and built up quite a lot to last for quite a few months now. But I think I said also that I need to get a few more things in, for the next batch of filming for the Defense of North campaign, for the Mirkwood part. So I still need to get a few models for that. But what I did buy, it was one box, it was 9 models. Can you guess what it is yet? The Fellowship of the Ring. I've had this box quite a few times, and I've sold it quite a few times as well. I just haven't really had this was a couple of years ago now, I would say. I think the most recent one I had was maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, and I haven't had them since then. And I didn't get them on the made to order, unfortunately. I just didn't have enough funds at the time. But I saw these guys come up on eBay. It's in original packaging as well, which is really nice. The 9 companions, the Fellowship of the Ring. Really, really cool. I've checked them. There's a few bent swords in there, but everything is still not broken, which is really, really good. This is a 22-year-old box. I did open it, just a little bit. I'm not planning on painting these guys up this year, but possibly next year. But we'll have to wait and see about that. So, yeah, there we go. So that was that's all I bought in August. So I only bought 9 models in August. So in total, in July and August, I've only bought 18 models and I've painted 56. So pretty good numbers. And if you look at in August numbers, I've only bought 9 and I've painted 56. So I think we're doing pretty decent progress at the moment. I bought quite a few models in June, and I didn't paint a lot Middle-earth wise, like I said, in June, because 10th edition 40 came out, and then I've completely stopped doing that. It's what this hobby does to you. Like, 10th edition 40k came out, I was so invested in it. I was a big Tyranid player back in the day, and I really want to start up another Tyranid army. The new models look amazing. I haven't bought any because I'm really invested into Middle-earth at the moment. I'm really enjoying the Middle-earth hobby at the moment. you know, and you know, I think that's just wonderful. So there we go, guys. That is what I have done. So we're up to 130 painted, 55 sold, and 214 bought. I think we're doing pretty good. I don't think we're gonna catch up to last year's numbers. Like I think we were still like 170 difference. I was way out last year. You know, just I think I did like a massive eBay haul buy in October or something of of last year, and that was, I think I bought like, you know, 100 or 130 so models in that haul, and it just that just kind of broke the back, I guess. But I'm very optimistic of doing this. Definitely definitely having a positive ratio this year, that is for sure. But there we go, guys. That is a hobby vlog. I think it was number 16 or 17 on this one. I will make sure to know which one it is for next time, that's for sure. But yeah, let me know how your hobbies are going along in the comments below, guys. Like I said, I haven't done a lot of videos recently, apologies about that. So I want to get a little bit more engagement. I want to get back into it a bit more. Like I said, I'm really happy with the hobby at the moment, even though there hasn't been a lot of you know, activity on the channel. As you guys can see, there's been a lot of activity in the background, and we're building up you know, to something big very, very soon, which I'm very excited about. As you guys can see, there's a lot of stuff being painted for what I hope to happen will happen. You know, like I said, Defense of North campaign is the big thing on the radar at the moment. And then when I get the rest of my Iron Hills stuff done, I'm gonna have like a massive 2,000 side point clash on the new Erebor board with the Eastlings versus Erebor and Dale. I don't think I've said, I maybe have said that in the video. If not, I think that's gonna be very, very cool. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys have been working on in the comment section below, and let's get a discussion going. But thank you guys so very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream, and as always, happy gaming.